To boot it away to Travaris Cadet and Marcus Murphy. About 7 yards deep, takes a knee, and Drew Brees and the Saints will begin from the 25-yard line, scrambling the line up on first down. Mark Ingram for a 3-yard gain.
In phases.
Play fake to Ingram, and in the flat, it's the tight end Kobe Fleener in his first year here in New Orleans. 3rd down and 2. Saints have struggled on 3rd down through the first 2 losses, 29%, and Ingram had a lot of work to do to pick that one up. Ordinarily a backup in at left guard. Very young receiving core. Brandon Coleman at age 24 is the eldest of the wide receivers. Ingram on first down. Wow. Powering his way out to the 42 before he's driven back by Deion Jones. On 2nd and 4, the 4-man rush and a first down throw. It's Brandon Coleman. Movement and whistles. Backs under the center, indicating it's against the Falcons. Grady Jarrett jumped across. Pete Morelli is the referee.
Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
Backs in the league, the rookie Keanu Neal just now getting healthy. Ingram taken down behind the line of scrimmage, and there is Deion Jones. 2nd down and 5. The draw to Ingram with plenty of running room and another first down. Well, they're clearly making an effort to get the running game going tonight. Replaced by Travaris Cadet, who's ordinarily a pass receiver. They throw it in his direction, and he makes a nice tumbling catch. Brees throwing deep down the sideline, and it is caught. And a flag down. Cadet. Another catch with Deion Jones, the middle linebacker, running in coverage. 25-yard gain, but there is a flag down.
Pass interference. Offense, number 38. 10-yard penalty remaining. 2nd down.
Ticky-tack call early in the game. And a flea flicker. Ingram flipped it back to Brees. Wobbler down the far sideline and caught inside the 20. Brandon Coleman. And there's another flag down on that play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 41 defense. After this is a goal. First down.
What a throw by Drew Brees. It's a flea flicker. Brees under intense pressure from Wheeler, number 41 on the left side of your screen. Somehow he gets that ball off, and Coleman did a nice job tracking the sideline. First down, New Orleans.
Cheating Cruz. 1st and goal from the 8. Handed off to Brandon Cooks. And he's banged out of bounds at the 2-yard line by the hard-hitting safety Kamal Ishmael. 2nd and goal. John Kuhn in at fullback. The play fake to Ingram. Touchdown, Kobe Fleener.
Atlanta Falcons have struggled to win an NFC South game under Coach Dan Quinn, and that is not how you want to start on the road. A play-action pass, it's Kobe Fleener across the formation, wide open. That's one way to get your new tight end involved.
The 22-year-old rookie out of Georgia State who grew up in the Atlanta area in Noonan, Georgia. 7-play drive, 75 yards. It took 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Will Lutz kicks off. Eric Weems. Eric Weems. And it's the kicker Lutz who slowed him down long enough to get some help. But a terrific return by Weems all the way to the 45-yard line. And signals to communicate they can't hear what he's saying. Devontae Freeman ahead for 2 yards. Nick Fairley made the tackle for New Orleans.
Into the no-huddle offense. It's been good to him.
Freeman, nifty footwork, and a stiff arm to shed a tackler. He's across midfield and finally taken down by James Laurinaitis. Trying to make its 3rd down and 1. Pressure brought by New Orleans, and they are taking Ryan to the turf back at the 46-yard line, led by Cameron Jordan.
He's the best pass rusher they have in New Orleans. And they wanted to get Jordan on the left side against number 65, Chris Chester. But Jordan on the left side beats a fullback.
In the matchup last year, special teams standout for the Saints. He's never had one returned for a touchdown. Collision at the back end, and now the ball is muffed. Tommy Lee Lewis was back deep for the punt. And it looks like Atlanta has recovered. They have. Reynolds came up with it for the Falcons. Roy Reynolds.
Tommy Lee Lewis, an unknown that Sean Payton wanted to see as the punt returner. There's nothing he can do. Number 21, Harris, knocked into Lewis, and it's a huge recovery for the Falcons.
Well, a big break for the Falcons early from the 11. Ryan looking into the back of the end zone for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Cushion. 2nd and 10 from the 11. That's a lateral to Tevin Coleman, who puts his head down and is very near a first down. Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's what you have to do when you get a short field sudden change. Take advantage of the turnovers and score touchdowns. Just an inside zone right off the left side, and it's Coleman. And Jarris Byrd, number 31, has a chance.
Herb. Touchdown drive. The defense got a stop, but then the miscue on special team.
The 0-1, haven't lost the opener to Tampa Bay.
They got a big win last week at Oakland for their 1-1 record. Marcus Murphy won't run back the kickoff from Matt Bosher. Movement again. No flag down, at least not yet. Breeze throws a wobbler, incomplete. Brandon Cooks in the crowd hit the deck. On 2nd and 10. Breeze dropped by Ingram in the flat. Sean Weatherspoon closing in these last 2 years. Breeze, deep ball. 2 receivers in the area. He's already had a nice kickoff return tonight. Last week at Oakland, a 73-yard punt return, the longest of his career. Thomas Morstead kicks it out of bounds. Matt Ryan in a 7-7 game hands it off to Tevin Coleman running wide. And he bounces forward for a couple.
The Falcons last year.
Coleman again spins across the 30 for a first down. To move the ball around. They want to snap it quickly. The Saints weren't lined up. Ryan throws, caught. Mohamed Sanu across the 40 to the 41-yard line. First quarter. Saints crowding the line of scrimmage. Devontae Freeman down at midfield, a yard short of a first down.
Use a no-huddle offense and pound them.
Play fake by Ryan. Wide open. The tight end, Jacob Tammy, their leading receiver through the first 2 games. He weaved his way down. Freeman running right. Down to the 39 in the arms of Cameron Jordan.
Formations. He can do it all.
Quick set by Ryan. Tammy another catch. He's dumped a yard short of the first down by Ken Crawley. Saints again crowd the line of scrimmage, and they stop Coleman short of the line to make. James Laurinaitis, the middle linebacker. DeMarco, the fullback, into the game. The toss, in trouble is Coleman, and he dives for the line to make. Roman Harper trying to yank him down. There is a flag down on the play. They're going to mark it as a first down.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
No political answer from Jerry on debate night tonight. Matt Ryan in the pocket. Throws a crossing pass complete. Dave Freeman, the running back. Line of scrimmage, the 13. Swing pass for Freeman. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Atlanta. He beat Craig Robertson to the pylon for a 13-yard score.
Great design by Kyle Shanahan and the Falcons staff. They knew it was man-to-man, and they used their athletic left tackle, Jake Matthews. He's going to come inside and pick the defender that is covering Freeman. They're going to flip the ball to Freeman. Watch the left tackle, Matthews, come in and pick the linebacker who's one-on-one in coverage. That's great design. That's a walk-in touchdown for Devontae Freeman.
Matt Bryant with the extra point, who has played very well, learning that system very quickly. Matt Bosher kicks off for the Falcons to break all those records perhaps as soon as the end of the 2018 season. Mark Ingram, first down, 11-yard gain. The crowd likes the running play.
Get the man some work.
They ran the ball only 13 times in the entire game last week. The 7th carry of tonight's game for Ingram. 2 more for 32 yards. Really tilted toward the pass to start the year. That's not unusual since Breeze has been here. Good catch by Fleener for a very short gain. He got belted back immediately by Sean Weatherspoon. Andre Campbell, rookie out of Minnesota, who would be a linebacker starter. He's out with an injury, an ankle. Fleener couldn't hang on. Incomplete pass. Thomas Morstead having another great season. 8-year veteran, all with the Saints. He went down after the punt, and Pete Morelli's thrown the flag. The punt went out of bounds inside the 10.
Roughing the kicker, number 41, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
4-man rush. They didn't get close to Breeze. Ingram to the 39-yard line, taken down by Deion Jones, and then tempers flaring after the play. First down. Tim Hightower. Great effort. And the crowd loves it. First down inside the 35. Those 2 losses by a total of 4 points. By 1 to Oakland, by 3 to the Giants. Breeze's pass batted down. It might be slightly generous. Cadet and Ingram in the backfield now. It's Ingram on the delay. Cadet, a nice block for him. They try to rip the ball out, but can't, and it's a first down to the 18-yard line. Not often you can say the Saints have more rushing yards than pass yards, but that's the case right now. Breeze has it batted down again. 2nd and 10. Under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Breeze the quick pop. Brandon Cooks a yard short of the first down. Another tackle by Deion Jones.
So here they come.
Breeze, some options. First down to the 3-yard line. Brandon Coleman. Looked like Drew had a couple of guys he could have thrown it to there. 12th play of the drive. Breeze, the quick slant, and a touchdown for New Orleans.
Hard to stop that. You put the 6'5" Coleman on the line of scrimmage as a lead blocker, and you throw a bullet slant right behind him. And Michael Thomas, the rookie out of Ohio State, continues to make great progress.
His first career touchdown. They're delighted with his performance so far. He caught 10 passes over the first 2 games. And now Will Lutz on to tie the game. It's 14 apiece.
Stuff's expensive, Sean.
It is?
Yes, it is.
So if I asked them to come up here and paint a canvas of us in the booth, might be a little out of my price range.
Yes.
There are rules against that. From the 25, Matt Ryan trying to set up a screen. Kevin Coleman zips ahead for about 7. Ryan incomplete for Julio Jones. Tonight would be a starting safety. Out with a foot injury. Ryan steps up, takes off running, and has the first down. Needed to cross the 35 and did. James Laurinaitis chased him to the ground. They give him the 36. And the Saints crowd the line of scrimmage, and Devontae Freeman runs right through them. Then the safety Bird stumbled and managed to get back into the play and make the tackle. But it's a long run for Freeman for Coach Dan Quinn. 36 yards.
This total domination. It's a zone stretch play. Left side of your screen. Take a look at Jarris Byrd, number 31. He's going to stumble in the open field. And Devontae Freeman rips him.
10 Falcons trying to reclaim the lead. They're at the New Orleans 28. In a 14-14 tie. Freeman chopped down by Nick Fairley, shy of the 20-yard line.
And Alex Mack are going to work.
Play fake to Freeman, and the ball was dropped and then almost intercepted. 5-man rush, and the catch made for a first down. It's Sanu, dragged down by Sterling Moore. Robinson, all newcomers. Roddy White, Leonard Hankerson, Devin Hester, all gone. Freeman, great balance, and he can't get to the first down marker. Had to dodge Paul Kruger. Couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage, I should say. 4 total yards last week in the win at Oakland. 2nd and 12. Here's Sanu. Right down the numbers and almost into the end zone. 1st and goal, Atlanta. At the 2-yard line, Von Bell saved the touchdown, a gain of 16. Every bit of 6'2", 210. Ryan throwing the fade for Julio Jones. Ken Crawley all over him. Pass interference.
I don't agree with these calls. I don't know what you want Ken Crawley to do.
Well, the officials conferring.
It's over his head.
Or was it catchable is a question.
Julio's got a hand. Their hands are all over each other, and hopefully this is a no call.
It was catchable if you're a photographer.
There's no foul on the play for defensive pass interference. 2nd down.
On a blocked field goal return. Ryan, inside handoff. Tevin Coleman, touchdown Atlanta.
Same play they ran earlier. That was an impressive drive by Atlanta. I don't even think they blocked Paul Kruger. Almost looked like a zone read. Watch Kruger on the left side of the formation. Unblocked. I hope Kyle Shanahan's not running zone reads with Matt Ryan. Impressive finishing drive for the Falcon offense. They look good tonight.
75 yards in 11 plays, and Coleman is 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Matt Bryant, at age 41, the 3rd oldest player in the league. 2 older than Bryant are both kickers as well. Adam Vinatieri, 43.
Better way to celebrate than under the bright lights of Monday Night Football. Sean?
One of the most memorable nights for sure in the 47-year history of Monday Night Football. One of the most important days in the history of this city. Matt Bosher's kickoff, a touchback. You know, so many people in this community, John, said if the Saints can come back, a lot of people thought we'd never be in this building again. I mean, it was a mess. People died in here.
Game, but the Saints really helped reunite this whole city.
Yes, it helped that it was the first game in this building for both Drew Brees and Sean Payton. And they've had a lot to do with the winning that has taken place since they arrived. Brees' pass low for Brandon Cooks. He's thrown a couple of wobblers tonight. It seems score for score. Atlanta has scored touchdowns on their last 3 possessions. Draw, good call. And a nifty run by Tim Hightower.
Allen struggle.
11-yard gain. They stick with the run. Hightower yanked down at the 41-yard line by Kamal Ishmael and Sean Weatherspoon of the University of Richmond. Brees caught. Brandon Coleman tried to deliver a stiff arm but could not get away. And Bill Parcells, living in South Florida. That's where Tommy Lee Lewis is from. He's out of Northern Illinois. They get it to him on a double reverse, trying to take advantage of his speed. Also gave Bill Belichick a nod on Jacoby Brissett, and that's worked out pretty well for the Patriots. There's Cadet ripped down by Sean Weatherspoon.
This player, it's a credit to him.
3rd and 14. Saints down by a score from their own 46. Here's Tommy Lee again. Great effort. Didn't get to the first down. Very nice, settled way to say something nice about your brother. Congratulations to Jay Gruden and the Redskins on the win yesterday. Big win. Moristed's punt will be downed near the 12-yard line.
During the kick, holding, number 81 of the receiving team, half the distance to goal, first down.
Ryan from the 6 slings it to the far sideline. Devontae Freeman just across the 10 with Stephon Anthony in coverage. There is a flag down behind the line of scrimmage.
There's penalty on the play.
I believe he said there is no flag on the play. All 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. The check down again. Ryan to Freeman. Out of bounds. A couple of yards short of the first tack with good field position and plenty of time till the half. 4-man rush. Ryan throwing very deep and incomplete. Ken Crawley with a flag down. Had the coverage on Taylor Gabriel.
And saw the press man coverage, and he went right after
Pass
the rookie.
interference, number 46. Defense, automatic, first down.
25 yards on the penalty. 3-man rush. Ryan steps into the pocket and fires a frozen rope for another first down to Justin Hardy inside the 40-yard line of New Orleans. 2-yard gain. Ryan told us yesterday he's never thrown the ball better. That was an example of it. He's on target again to the 25. Another first. 1 catch. That was a 14-yard completion to Gabriel. Now it's Coleman. Submarined as he crossed the 20. Craig Robertson in on another stop. 5 plays on this drive, all completed passes by Ryan. They started at their own 6. Now they're inside the 10. Jacob Tamme upended by Jarris Bird at the 5-yard line. First and goal. And to some people in Miami too. Fade. There's Julio. Was he in bounds? No. Ken Crawley in coverage to go until the half. Atlanta already leading by 7. Shovel pass. Lunging for the end zone, Justin Hardy. No signal yet from the officials. It's a touchdown, and they're ruling him down. Shy of the goal line, and now Atlanta needs to use a timeout, you would think.
They've been running that play for years in Atlanta.
Well, the clock runs all the way down to 9 seconds.
I thought he was in.
Yeah, I don't think he's down. He's on top of a player who's lying on the field, and the ball clearly breaks the plane.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that is a touchdown. And you know they're looking at this.
After reviewing the play, the runner scored. It is a touchdown. Please set the game clock to 28 seconds.
It's good traffic running by Hardy. Clearly a touchdown.
Well, here's Matt Bryant. The extra point after a 94-yard drive. The 94th meeting between these two teams all time, and 28 points matches the most Atlanta has ever scored in the first half against New Orleans. They scored 28 back in 1969 with Bob Berry. Atlanta dropping back into deep coverage. They don't want to give up anything deep down the field. And Tommy Lee Lewis moved him from defensive end to strong side linebacker this year, hoping that might help. Breeze under duress. Threw a wobbler over the middle in the direction of Kobe Fleener. Freeney would have to be a great student, given that he came out of the Harvard of Central New York, Syracuse University. There's Stanford man Kobe Fleener. And Drew Brees will use the Saints' last time out.
Fleener's going to run right down the seam with 2 men outside of him running up the field. And the free safety, Ricardo Allen, he cheated to the wide side of the field, and that's too easy.
It'll be a long field goal here, 60-yarder, but Will Lutz has a very strong leg. Brees, high throw off the hands of Cooks, and then almost intercepted. Moving in the middle of the field. Is probably going to end the half. Intended for Fleener. They need to get it out of bounds. Cooks. Well, they pick up a couple. Turn a 60-yard try into a 57-yard try. That it was the best kicker workout he's ever seen, both in terms of the leg talent and his composure. And here he is from 57 yards. Thank you very much, John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh never recommended players to me. What a kick by the young man Lutz. Good snap. Morstead gets it down, and you called it. This man has some leg talent.
John Payton said, I never heard of this young man, but he'll be kicking long after I'm retired from coach. The Ravens with Randy Brown, their kicking specialist, and their great special teams coach, Jerry Rosberg. He's very grateful to them, as well as John Harbaugh, for giving him that opportunity. As a matter of fact, Will Lutz.
Screen game by Atlanta.
From the 25, play fake to Devontae Freeman. Ryan dodging all the traffic, now finds Freeman. And a big gainer to start the half. Out to midfield goes the Florida State Seminole, Devontae Freeman. 26-yard gain on the opening play of the half. Another play fake and a pass incomplete for Julio Jones, thrown behind him.
In the second half. So.
On the ground this time. Freeman for a yard, and that's all. 3rd and 9. 4-man rush. And the pass caught short of the first down. Von Bell made the tackle on Devontae Freeman. Ryan wide open after the fake to Coleman, out in the flat. Inside the 10. Jarris Byrd prevented the touchdown.
What a call by Kyle Shanahan on 4th and 1. They slipped the tailback Tevin Coleman into the flat, and the Saints didn't cover him. Beautiful design, and New Orleans blows the coverage.
Big play. It cannot. Coleman already has 2 rushing touchdowns, and that's a walk-in for his 3rd.
That's embarrassing. Just a simple inside handoff. The ball bounces to the perimeter, and there's no one home. Look at Gabriel, number 18, cracked the safety. You see Sterling Moore, number 24. They call it an old-fashioned crack and replace. Moore has to come off and make that tackle.
Bryant adds the extra point. Tevin Coleman taking an 18-point lead.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask. Number 99, the defense. The 15-yard penalty would be enforced on the kickoff. The extra point is good.
After the penalty, the kickoff from Bosher from the 50, and sent it over everything. Breeze on the design roll, too low. Caught on a bounce by Michael Thomas. Incomplete pass.
Need to prove they're for real up front.
Ingram did well to dodge Jonathan Babineau, who's upset with himself that he didn't make a tackle for a loss. No pressure at all. Breeze lofts one. First down. Big play for the Saints, who really needed one. They got it from Michael Thomas to the Atlanta 47 for a 25-yard pickup.
That's great design. They nudge both pass rushers with tight ends, and it gives Breeze enough time to make a pinpoint throw. Nice catch by Thomas, who's really showed up tonight.
Second catch of the night for the rookie. His first went for a touchdown. On the draw, Ingram pulled down by Jonathan Babineau. Breeze, open receiver, and a first down to the 20-yard line. Travaris Cadet, first down. On 1st and 10 from the 19, a bullet thrown by Breeze for another first down. Breeze caught. Was Thomas down? Apparently not. It looked like his knee might have been down when he first caught it. But for now, at least, they'll give him the 2 second and goal. Went down Back by the 5. Shovel pass to Ingram. And he's dropped for a loss by Vic Beasley. By the way, credited to Vic Beasley, who did not have a tackle in their opener. John Kuhn, the fullback, gets the call for the New Orleans touchdown.
John Kuhn, the ex-Green Bay Packer, can do a lot of things. That time, Atlanta played zone coverage, and Drew Brees handed the ball right behind Max Unger, number 60. And New Orleans is going to go for 2.
Why? Drew Brees on every point they can get. And they had a play they liked. Mark Ingram with the 2.
Tommy Lee, the flea, came flying across the formation.
Ryan 205 and 2 touchdowns. Brees 187 and 2 touchdown passes. Will Lutz kicks off. Setting up cover it and try to stop them short of the 25, and they do. Eric Weems dumped at the 21. Matt Ryan, deep handoff. Devontae Freeman, a little bounce to the left. And a tour through the Saints defense all the way to the 42-yard line.
Wow, is this young man impressive? This ball's going to rip all the way backside. Watch him press it, cut it back. Stephon Anthony, number 50, overruns it. And here he comes again.
His 10th carry of the night. That's good for 3 more. He's up to 86 yards rushing. Trying to score a touchdown for the 6th consecutive possession. Ooh, not a great throw, but a nice catch on a ball behind Taylor Gabriel. Wasn't touched down, so he spun forward for about 3 more to the 36-yard line. Gabriel. Ryan got it off, and it's nearly intercepted by Jarris Byrd.
To give Brees a chance.
Another play fake. And another deep throw by Ryan, caught by Julio Jones. His first catch of the night, and it comes with under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 16-yard gain. Toss to Coleman. He delivers a stiff arm and goes out of bounds near the 10. He's chased across the boundary by James Laurinaitis.
Fullback.
Coleman has already rushed for 3 touchdowns tonight. One's had an early 7-0 lead. They had momentum. They muffed a punt. The game has changed. They've offered little resistance to this Atlanta offense. Devontae Freeman down to the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Atlanta leading by 10. Ryan, the keeper. And he's down to the 3-yard line. 9-year veteran Matt Ryan. 3rd down and goal. 4-man rush. Ryan throws too high for the tight end Jacob Tamme with Craig Robertson in coverage.
Very good Atlanta Falcons.
21-yard field goal, his first attempt of the night, and it is good. And we talk about what people endured. His family went to Lake Charles, Louisiana. 4 weeks later, that got hit by Hurricane Rita, destroyed the house he was staying in. They had to evacuate again to Vicksburg, Mississippi before returning to New Orleans. Yard line. Two-yard gain for Ingram. Dan Quinn raved about both of them yesterday. Tommy Lee Lewis has the first down. Got across the 35 to the 36. Leaky. That if the Saints ever could get a stop, who knows what might happen. Michael Thomas wrestled down, but that's another first down. A pickup of 12. Another tackle for Robert Alford. Here comes a blitz, and they get to Brees. Just a 2nd sack of the season for the Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Trufant, the terrific cornerback on the blitz.
Good call by Richard Smith, the defensive coordinator. Trufant rarely blitzes. Brees wasn't expecting it. Impact sack for this Falcon defense, if needed.
Second career sack for Trufant in his 4th year out of Washington on the delay. Ingram gets them back across midfield to the 47, but there is a flag down back behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Number 82, the offense. 10-yard penalty remains, second down.
2nd and 21, final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Over the middle. Catch made by Brandon Coleman. He gets yanked down by Robert Alford. That'll likely be the end of the 3rd quarter. Longest streak of his career, longest current such streak in the NFL. Pulled it down, took the check down, work to do for Ingram. He has the first down. They were looking at 2nd and 21, and they convert. After the fake toss to Ingram, the deep ball caught. Tommy Lee Lewis down at the 10-yard line.
Tommy Lee the Flea. Doesn't matter. You got Drew Brees. Who cares? They're going to bring somebody across the formation. They're going to sell a toss. And look at Tommy Lee the Flea off this play action. Put it in gear on his deep cross. It's a beautiful throw. And if you practice every day and work hard with Drew Brees, he'll cut it loose and give you chances to make plays. He's done it his whole career.
Into the offseason as well. He brings the receivers out to San Diego where he lives in the offseason.
Oh, boy.
And there is the interception. And it's Deion Jones, the New Orleans native who grew up here and had never been in the dome prior to tonight. He's in the dome and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons.
Drew Brees got fooled by the coverage. It's Brees. He's going to throw this ball. He thinks it's man-to-man coverage. Poole tips it, and there's Deion Jones. What a story he is. What a thrill for that young man to come back home.
Job of building team camaraderie last year. You mentioned, John, that's the reason he brought in some Navy SEALs in April to put them through some team-building exercises. By the rookie, Deion Jones. Born and raised here in New Orleans and played his collegiate football at LSU. And for a month, they had no idea where she was or if she was even alive. Grew up a Saints fan, but never came to a game in here, had not been in here until tonight.
That's awesome.
We asked him yesterday how many people do you have coming. He just laughed. He didn't even know. He saw a section full of his admirers there tonight. Beasley came hard from the outside, didn't get there, and the pass caught by Fleener for a first down to the 47. Brees, after the pump, throws for Fleener in traffic, and he hangs on to the 15-yard line with Deion Jones running stride for stride with him.
Same play they threw right before the first half. It's that old-fashioned triple seam, and you can't throw it any more accurately. He looks off the free safety and throws the ball perfectly to Fleener, who makes a beautiful catch against Deion Jones way down the field. What a catch by Fleener.
And perhaps he is emerging tonight. He'd been a bit of a disappointment through the first 2 games with 6 catches tonight. Ingram breaking tackles. And he's down at the 10-yard line. Brian Poole on the stop for Atlanta to get the play on. Ingram again. Bounce to the right, cut back up the middle, got popped as he got to the 5-yard line, but he has a first down. Ingram went to the left. They really had 3 defenders out there to cover 4 receivers, and it's a touchdown. You can see the Falcons waving at each other that they needed another man to go to their right. They didn't get over there in time. And another touchdown pass for Drew Brees.
Throw a quick screen. You got 3 receivers as lead blockers. Brees can throw the isolation slant to the bottom of the screen or the quick screen to the top of the screen, and you throw a pick 6, Sean. And you come out there with your offense and take it right down the field again. I call that football character. That's a great drive by this Saints offense, led by Drew Brees.
7 plays, 75 yards. Exactly 10 minutes to go. And the extra point by Will Lutz makes it a 13-point game. Manning Played here 71-82. Atlanta lined up as if expecting an onside kick. Will Lutz kicked it deep. And Justin Hardy took a knee. The action on ESPN, streaming live on Watch ESPN. 10 minutes to go. Falcons ball. And on first down, Tevin Coleman gets a couple to the 27. Atlanta 136 yards rushing tonight. Ryan, deep ball, batted away by Sterling Moore, intended for Julio Jones. High New Orleans started the second game due to the injuries. Can they finally get a stop on defense? Ryan in trouble. He takes off. He'll get the first down.
That's a backbreaker.
Under 8.5 minutes to go now. Falcons with a 13-point lead. Tevin Coleman with the carry. Also for 8 catches for 102 yards and a receiving touchdown. Ryan very comfortable on all these rollouts. His throw a little bit too high for Taylor Gabriel. Can Crawley have the coverage?
Showing all-out blitz.
They blitz and they get there. Ryan sent to the deck back at the 38-yard line. Nick Fairley led the way.
The only thing to do when you can't get there with 4, bring some more. 2 linebackers. You see Harper and Laurinaitis in the A gaps. Sets up Fairley against Levitre in a one-on-one, and Fairley wins.
His first sack as a Saint, 15th career sack. Bosher under pressure got the punt off, and that's kicked very high.
Bosher, he never gives up a yard.
Breeze on target. Is it a catch? Michael Thomas, yes. 9-yard gain. 6.5 to go. Breeze throws, and it's another interception. Robert Alford with the pick. He went 305 passes, 4th longest streak in league history without an interception, and now he's thrown 2 here in the 4th quarter.
Alford baited Breeze into throwing that. Just a hitch route to the outside, and Alford looked like he was playing off coverage, and he drove to make a great play. I think that ball's incomplete.
Yeah, I think that one's going to come back.
We will review the previous play.
He didn't possess it. Juggle and it hits the ground. 12 straight losses on the road on Monday night.
After reviewing the play, the ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
3rd down and 1 now. Out of the backfield, Cadet got blasted but held on for a first down to the 26. A hard hit by the hard hitter, Keanu Neal. That's why they rotate in up front, hoping they'll be fresh in the 4th quarter. Juggling attempt by Coleman. Ball that hit him in the hands. He couldn't hang on. 1 sack and came by a cornerback. There's a throw to Fleener, having a huge night. And out to the 50, wrestled down by C.J. Goodwin. 3-man rush. Breeze behind Brandon Cooks.
Against a fresh pass rush.
Talented guy, 1st-round pick a year ago out of Stanford. There's another rocket thrown by Breeze. Coleman hangs on for a first down to the 38-yard line. Off the hands of Fleener, then off Deion Jones, who's already picked one off and run it back for a touchdown. Being on the same page with Fleener. Fleener had a knee injury much of the offseason. They couldn't work out together. Breeze got belted as he got it off to Cadet. Cadet is out of bounds short of the first down at the 33-yard line. 2nd straight start. 3rd longest among active quarterbacks behind Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers. Nice hands catch by Thomas. He tried to slide forward for the first down, but I think they're going to mark him down by contact at the 30, short of the first down. And Breeze picks it up. Well, they're using a lot of time. 4 touchdown drives tonight. All went 75 yards. This one would be longer. Breeze in trouble and dropped back beyond the 35-yard line by the ageless Dwight Freeney.
There he is. Sack number 120.5, and at closing time, Dwight Freeney finishes people. Good power rush by Freeney. He's known as a speed rusher, as a spin rusher, but the man still has power.
13, 2nd and 19 from the 37th. 13th play of the drive. Cadet dropped for a loss by Brian Poole, another rookie out of Florida for the Falcons secondary. By Thomas Dimitroff, general manager of the Falcons. Breeze dropped by Thomas and nearly picked off by Goodwin on the ricochet. And now they're down to a must-convert 4th down and 21. Better than 29 per game over the last decade. 15th play of the drive started at their own 14. Breeze trying to keep the game alive. Now he's across the line of scrimmage and down way short of the marker. And the Atlanta Falcons take over on downs. Devontae Freeman behind the fullback. Patrick DeMarco.
Oh, wow.
Reverses his field. Now Matt Ryan thought about blocking, and I don't know if he decided that wasn't a good idea or if he just stumbled and fell. But he got out of the way.
I think he stumbled and fell. He saw Nick Fairley coming at him. I think he said, you know what, this isn't smart. Watch this ball cut all the way back, and Matt Ryan's going to find himself one-on-one with Nick Fairley. Right here.
No, I'm not going to do that. And then Freeman alertly went down to stay in bounds.
Look at Matt Ryan.
No, he went to Boston College. He's smart.
He's a smart man.
This week in Oakland was an important win. They're going to have sole possession of the lead in the division. Freeman off to the races. One man to beat, and it's Bird who went down to the ground. Slowed him up enough to allow Sterling Moore to get back there. 1st and goal for Atlanta. And a huge night for Devontae Freeman, the 3rd-year man out of Florida State.
Yeah, just a cutback run, and once again, Jarris Bird in the middle of the field is a liability for New Orleans. Beautiful open field running by Freeman. His feet are always alive, and he showed a great stiff arm. He's caught the ball.
Carries. He gets it again and gets nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bird up from his safety spot to help on the play. 119 yards rushing for Atlanta. 225 passing. Now he'll take a knee. I don't think Sean Payton's going to use that one remaining timeout. You talked about the schedule. Dropped to 0-3 since the NFL went to its current playoff format in 2002. 4 division champions and 2 wild cards in each conference. No 0-3 team has ever made the playoffs. 69 of them started 0-3 prior to this year. None of them made the playoffs.